G'day everyone, welcome back to the channel on this pretty average, not going to complain, Southland day. This mob here, they've had 6 days on a 4-day break and they've got all that left. I think they're eating it. I think there's just that bloody much here that they can't eat it all. Anyway, can't believe I'm going to do this, but we're going to shift these girls. So 6 days on a 4-day break is pushing the boundaries a fair way. And these girls are now been on crop for 72, 73 days, give or take. And they've still got a wee while to go. We want to keep them going well. They're looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with them. But yeah, I just kind of feel like if I put more baleage in the feeder here and try and push them to eat this, that it's not going to do them any good. We've got way more Swedes than we can eat. So we'll just move them on. We'll leave a bit behind, give it back to the earth. Not the end of the world, and yeah, feels good. There we go, all shifted. Crop buffer against the enclosed waterway, still there, happy as. We hoggets seem to think they want to shift for some reason, but yeah, plenty of feed still up there in their break, so they'll be right. Well, there goes all of the planned earlies, vaccinated, drenched. What is it, a Sodectin, about a 35-day drench, and a Maltine 5-in-1, which is just your standard 5-in-1 vaccine with selenium added. So good to have that job done. These girls are about 10 days away from their official start of lambing, and yeah, we've got to get them up to their paddocks and spread them out. There they go on their way. So we just had a wee count up, and there's about 190 there. They've had a bit of a big morning, had a wee walk into the yards. There are triplets in that mob, so we've got to be careful. I'm just going to go set the gates up to where they're going. While I go Pearl, it's the last thing they need, and we'll just let them wander on up during the day, and yeah, 4 or 5 o'clock we'll shoot up and put them in their paddocks where they're supposed to be. Well guys, just had our first assisted lambing in the unplanned earlies this morning. I'll turn the camera around in a minute for you. Black-faced lambs. They are I don't know what they are. I think they're a Dorset Down crossed with a Suffolk crossed with a Beltex. Don't go reading into who breeds those sheep. It's not who you might think. But yeah, first successful assisted lambing, or first assisted lambing for the season. It's been successful. Let's just keep an eye on her for a wee minute. There she goes. She's looking away at them. They're both alive. Good girl, Steel. Whoa! Where are you, Steel? Good girl. You caught her well, didn't you? Hey? Steel. Steel's a very friendly dog. A little bit too friendly. There we go. We're going to drive away and leave her to it now. I'll come back and check her in a wee while. Steel. So there were 3 separate occasions where these rams got into the use, and I can't remember the dates. If it happens next year, I can't even remember the mobs, to be honest. If it happens again next year, I've got to write everything down so I know what's going on. But oh crikey, 10 days, 2 weeks ago, we had a big burst in these girls, and they, I don't know, probably close to half them lambed. And then there's been nothing for a week, and we've come out this morning and there's 2 lambed on their own, and there's that other one down there I just had to lamb. So let's have a wee look. Heaps of wee lammies there. Heaps and heaps and heaps. Now, this girl, I'll zoom back out so my finger doesn't look massive. This girl just here, she has lambed since I found her needing lambed. Went back and got wee Steel. Came back and caught her. So she's obviously done alright. You can sort of see that wee lammy there just lifting his head. He's about as fresh as you can find them out of the womb. The one beside her has lambed at some point in the last couple of hours. So we had a big burst. We've had nothing for about a week, and now we've had 3 in one morning. So I'm expecting a whole lot more of them to lamb today and tomorrow and the next day maybe. Hopefully the whole lot be quite nice and just get this out of the road, because I've sort of got to come in here and check them reasonably often because of scenarios like river shears down there, that one we just lambed. That's a win. Quiet! because yeah, if I didn't get that, the lambs definitely would have died and the ewe probably would have died too. So that's why we come out and check these girls pretty often. Doesn't happen very often, but what would be 0.2, 0.3% of our ewes we have to lamb. But hey, it's money in the bank. It's far better outcome for the ewe, plus the wee lammies get to live their life. So yeah, once they're all lambed out, then we don't have to worry about checking them so often. It's only a casting issue, and to be fair, at this time of year, right through to sort of October, once every couple of days is fine. Once they do start casting quite regularly, get a bit more wool on them, the ewes get a bit more fat on their backs, then you check them every day in the afternoon. But yeah, as much as it's a pain in the ass, it is quite cool to see wee lammies running around in early mid-August successfully. And those girls up there, which you can't quite see, those ones we jagged yesterday. I know I was supposed to show you yesterday, we never got around to it. They're due to start in about 8 to 10 days. So these girls will finish, they'll start, they'll finish, and then there'll be the main line of about 2,000 ewes that'll kick into gear. Earlies! Come on, girls! Still up. Thank you. So we're going to have about 130 in that paddock, including those 3, and it's 15 hectares. It's a big one that we really should split one day, but I don't know. That's one I probably won't. So we'll get these girls into there. I don't think these girls are interested in fighting me at the moment. They know where they're supposed to go and they're just going to go there, because all of their energy at the moment is put into growing lambs inside them and just not falling over like that poor girl. You can't quite see her down there as we're going to visit her in a minute. Right, so this poor girl's got a bit groggy, heavily in lamb. She was through the yards yesterday, made it up here alright, but let's get her treated. Now this girl, the breathing's got heavier. She's not standing up right now, but ears are sort of come up a wee bit. Hey girl, don't know whether she's going to make it or not, but we've given her a best chance, so all we can really do is hope. You might remember a few weeks back we did that one in the yards. We probably got her an hour or two before that one, so we'll see. Fingers crossed she's okay. Oop, the head's coming up. No. We'll just let her have a rest for a bit. Hopefully she gets a bit of energy going through her. I'll put a wee bit under her ribs too, or over her ribs. So sort of some goes straight into around the intestine, and that's sort of supposed to be a big kick. And then the other bit goes over the ribs, and it takes a bit longer to absorb. So that's the way I've been told to do it anyway. And like a slow release follow-up. So fingers crossed we'll come up here and tomorrow. She won't be there, and she'll be somewhere that way the gates are open for Africa. We'll catch up with her, get her where she belongs, and yeah. So there we go, we got these girls down here. So there should be 59 here, including that one. Those girls over there, the ones we just shifted, you can see that paddock is absolutely massive. You look at the bike tracks and you can see how much grass is in there. It's just out of control. But yeah, so these girls here have got all this ridge, way down around there, huge amount of area. So they're in at about 8 to the hectare, and as you can see, like the amount of grass we've got is just out of control up here. Whole farm's looking pretty good actually, so sort of start scratching our heads wondering what's going to take the cream off this season, but eternally optimistic. Hopefully this might be the year. Should not have said that, knock on wood. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed that, and we will catch you next time.